Hi guys, how you doing? Okay, well, the album's released. The album is released. Yes, the one I did last week, I was waiting for confirmation to come back. It's a little bit on the old loud side there. Yeah, waiting for the combination to come back. And unfortunately, it took longer than normal. It's still not really here. I've registered it and licensed it, the album. And if you haven't seen it, it looks like this. It's on BANDCAMP. I'm going to show you it. I've got a stool there. There you go. It looks. I'm sort of looking at myself backwards here. So if I go up here, turn it that way. A picture of the studio. My AI did a sort of pickly effect thing, like like they do. They can do all sorts of things. I will get the stupid. Where is it? Oh, there's the camera. Move it over there. If I go left on the screen, it goes right. If I go right on the screen, it goes there. If I go up in the screen, it goes down. It goes down on the screen, it goes up. So just bear with me. Pull it back a bit. There you go. No, over there. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. And there you go. Yeah, so with them tracks I did last week, I give my fans now an opportunity to see me doing this live. Because what I did live last week on Facebook, you can check it out with the ones I've put on YouTube and everything. You can actually see me doing it live, and I'm also going to do it live tonight on this keyboard. This is the next one in the line. This is the Yamaha. Wow. This is the Yamaha PSR 2001. I bought it with this one and all. Well, I bought these both together. It's basically something it's the newest one. This is the newest one. I've not really had a lot of things on it. But what I'm going to do is, what's that do? I don't need those. It is the 2001, which is the rare one. 2010, they brought out, they brought 2002. This one's a 2001. They brought a 1001. But this one's quite a rare one. Got lots of things on it, and I'm actually running this one here through the vocalizer, so that basically this one's going out into the microphone socket. So this one's running through here. So basically this one, I've got two levels and two channels on this. Well, one channel. So one channel's running off this one, but then of course this one is running in the microphone socket of that one. So it's quite. Take that off. It's running through this one here, like, but also it's running through the mixers there, like. So yeah, we got quite nice. So what I'm going to do is I put this back to factory settings, and I'm just going to see what's on the registrations, because that's how I actually make these songs. See what's on the factory registrations, what's on there. I've not changed anything. All I'm going to be doing is recording, as you will see. Top left-hand side top right-hand side to you, what you're seeing at the moment. I've got one camera looking at this from the top. I've got my normal camera over there, which is in the other side of the studio. And the phone's gone off, and I'm monitoring myself down here on the phone, so I can see exactly what you guys are seeing. Yeah, and it says I've gone live, so that's all right. So now I've got to go find myself. Oh, there I am. There we go. See, I'm actually monitoring myself, and actually you can talk to me there. And there's a few more people. Hey, Colin, how you doing? Jake's there, and Ben. What do you think of the new album? Pretty good. Done last week. I'm shouting, isn't I? Done last week, and. what you heard last week is what you got on the album. So the same sort of thing we're going to do on here. If I put the stool away, I might not fall over it. Well, so we're going to do it off this one here. This one's this is going to be the next album. So now I've got 4 albums. So the first album was this one, then it's this one, then it's that one, then this is number 4. Hang on, 4th album was that one, the Techniques. Hell, that's loud. Whoa. Make sure those are on there. And so, yeah, it gives you an idea of what it is. And what do you reckon to these things? These are pretty cool. I've picked these up for about £3 each, and they are fantastic things. Rechargeable lights. If you're looking at me in the top right-hand corner, top left-hand corner. Top left-hand corner is basically the camera across the road, across the thing. And these little lights here, you charge them up with a USB stick. Absolutely amazing. £3, and then you've got a little magnetic thing there. You just stick it under here then. There's usually a magnet under some of these keyboards here somewhere. There you go. And that will show these lights here, because this keyboard used to have one. I've not actually found the actual lamps that comes with it, but I thought I'd get these. There's another one here. See, so I've got 2 for there, 2 for there, 2 for here, and didn't really need one here, but I thought it might be an idea, just put one there, like. Because you can see actually the controls, because it's quite dark in here. I've got all my lights and everything going, but it's quite light. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. We've got 8 registrations along here. Is that 8? Yeah, 8. So that's me 8 songs already. Like, I've already had my AI conjure me up some songs. Just some. I said to me AI, I want 10 songs, titles. Give me a description of each title of the song, and also give me 5 word tags, because word tags is what a search engine will find on the internet. It'll always look for them. So if you put something like ambience or sing-song or something like that, it will go and look at all the actual search engines on Google, and it'll look for all that sort of thing. So if you got that in there, then you're going to be found a lot better. A lot of people don't use them, but if you use like a hashtag or something like that, you put a hashtag at the back, then you'll find out that you'll be found on the internet a heck of a lot more, and get a hell of a lot more people all around the world listening to you. I mean, every time I go on here, I usually get over 100,000 people log on. So hi all around the world, and that's why I go on late. So yeah, it's just that's the way it goes. Like, you know, it seems to do it that way. So basically, what I've done, I've set up for the next album. I've basically asked it to do me a photo of the studio again. I'll probably just get it to do another studio picture again, make it a little bit more different. I've done it pixelized this time, and it'll stay on there exactly like the other album. So if you go on the BANDCAMP, you'll see the latest album on there, and it's a Stephen Francis studio album volume 4, which was the last one was this one we did last week, and then it'll say studio album 5, and then it'll say with the PSR 5 PSR 2100 Yamaha. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So what we're doing, I've asked my AI straight away to make me 10 songs of wordings, whatever they are. It could be anything. I'll just ask it to do something like, you know, just give me 10 random songs, wordings. Give me 10 descriptions of each of them songs, and also give me 5 word tags for each of them songs. And that's done all the writing for me there. Also give me a write-up of this next album, what's going to come along. I told it it's on the Yamaha PSR. So it'll look into it'll look into the search engines on Google and everything, and it'll find out all about the Yamaha, whatever it is. and then it'll be able to tell something else. So there's basically your album done. You've got your photos. Tomorrow I'll get it to do another 10 photos and have the wording in there. It'll do all this for me. It's brilliant. All I do is the songs, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. So here we go. If you look onto my thing, my screen, you're seeing at the moment, on the right-hand side, you will see what I'm seeing. This is my control panel. Now, when I go recording, what I do is I will bring this down. Okay, you'll see this, exactly what's on the computer. I will open up a recording thing called Audacity. Now, Audacity is basically, it's a free recorder. It's nothing technical or anything, it's just a bog standard free thing, but it is top quality recording system. And all you do is, it's all set now really for me, that's it. As soon as I press R on my keyboard, it will start. Now, okay, you can see that, that's easy enough. And then basically the keyboards run to the mixer runs into the computer runs into Audacity at the moment. I'm looking at Audacity, the top right-hand screen that you're looking at. You're watching me through all these other two cameras, and I can hear a bit of feedback in my headphones because I'm running through radio headphones and radio mic, so a little bit of that, but you won't hear that because this is only, all the keyboards are plugged straight into the mixer goes into the computer, so yeah, it's a bonus. But you actually are hearing me now live doing a recording. So I go over here, I'm going to see what we got. That seems like a piano. So I press registration 1, the little red light pops up. It's actually got something in from the factory. I don't know what it is, I've never worked it, I've never seen it. But now I'm going to try and make a song out of it. So what I've got here is I've got auto fill-in and I've got OTT. Now OTT, if you press the OTT line, what that does, if I go from say basically I've got a rhythm, which I will have a rhythm in there somewhere. It's got 4 variations of that rhythm. So basically you're going, okay, so something like that. If you go into the second variation of that rhythm, then it'll bring in some more instruments. You go to the third rhythm, it brings in some more instruments. And then the fourth one goes on to the last instrument, La. Now, you can also start it off on an intro, or you can also start it straight in. Once you press the intro button, this light here flashes. I don't know if you can see any of this, and it's telling me that it's ready to go. So all I've got to do is press the registration again. So we got some sort of a harp thing. We've got a mandolin. Press it down a bit harder on the mandolin and it brings in the strings. On the left hand I've got a chorus and a harp. And I've also got the mandolin doing the actual tremolo. Okay, well that's good news. That means I don't have to do too much then. Every time I change from one variation to the second variation, all the instruments will change. So using play by ear, and also this is in 4/3/2, I won't need to change lots of things around. It's just basically I'm going to just see what's on the factory, record them, and if they're good enough, they will go on the album for next week. So enjoy the ride. you go. It's just like that. Okay, so, right, so what are we going to do? I'm going to actually take this section off here. So I'm going to delete that section there. I'm going to go all the way back. Ding. I'm going to go here. I think, looking at it here, I'm just going to take 2 seconds off at the front. Now, let's just have a quick listen. I'm going to listen to them through my headphones, so just... Sounds beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you will hear that on the album next week, so I don't think I need to do anything about that. Would I need to enhance it? Let me think. So let me just bring this back a bit. Do I need to enhance this? It's not really got too many spikes on there, I must admit, so it might be worth, I don't know, let's just have a look. Pull back a bit. Just zooming in and zooming out at the moment to see what I've got frequency-wise. What's that one doing? Let's just sit. No, I don't want to go there. Take this back here, probably. Okay, so now I'm looking at a whole picture. I don't know if you can see this. It might be a bit small on your phones. I can see a whole picture of the thing here. What I might do, let's see how far this goes. Okay, so it goes about there. Okay, I'm going to highlight all of this. I'm going to show you how to enhance this. So basically, it sounds pretty good, but what I'm going to do is just give it a little bit of amplification. So I'm going to highlight this section here, all the way just to the end there. Actually, I want to go a bit further than that. I'm using a mouse. I'm using an upside-daisy mouse, as we call it. It's got the wheel. The wheel's at the top instead of the bottom, so you're running it around with your finger and your thumb, and you grip it like a glove, and you wheel the wheel with your finger. So it's a bit of a different system. Okay, so there's highlighted it. So now I'm going to go into my effects. I'm just going to amplify that section. I can actually hear the preview, what it would be like in my headphones. Yeah, that's better. So we're going to amplify it to the 6.25, just to give that a little bit more of a spike. There you go. That's a nice spike. That is. It's not too much. It's just right, that is. As long as it doesn't hit the sides, it won't be too loud and it won't click. What it is when we say click in the music business is you're clicking too much. So basically your mic gain's too high. So if someone's shouting down it, you'll have to turn the mic gain down a bit to balance his voice. It's just a technique what we engineers get used to. So basically I'm going to ring this all the way back and I'm going to have a quick listen to it in my headphones. Sounds good. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, so I've just got this leveled off perfectly. So now all I do is I'm going to just go and put it on the desktop. So I'm going to give it an export. I'm going to export it. First, I export these in MP3s, and then what I do is make another folder and put them back into it to once I've got 10 songs in one folder, which is MP3's version. I will then take these, put them back into Audacity, and without changing anything, all I do is just export it back into another folder next door, which is a wave. So basically, I always have a copy of waves for an album, and I always have a copy from MP3s, because if you download anything on BANDCAMP, it always wants waves. If you download anything on SOUNDCLOUD, it always wants MP3s. Different formats, different things. If you've got these formats, you don't have to pay anyone to change your formats over, and you don't have to get software or anything. You can do it with Audacity. It's dead easy. So at the moment, we're going to give it to an MP3. MP3 straight in, boom, there you go. And I'm going to put it on the desktop, so all I do is just pop it on the desktop there. Say I want to put it on the desktop. I'm going to call it SF5. because basically it is the album for SF5. I click that. Then basically you've got the meta tags. These basically are all wordings within a file. So when basically, say someone comes along and wants a file, so if you give them the file and they take it and try and put it under their name, then they can't, because as I'm doing the master at the moment, I can actually put whatever wordings I want in there and I can finish it off, and then basically no one can write over the top of it. So it's a security thing, like. So then if someone nicked my song and tried to put it on film and then take all the royalties off it, that can't happen because I've done the master here and I've changed all the tags in. And it's dead easy. All I do is put one or two little things. I put my name, Ian Francis. Sometimes I just put little dots in for a start because I've got Audacity in the office, and then what I do is I put a USB stick at the end of this session. I'll take it over to the computer, put it in there, and then I'll just redo the working from there, like put my password in, things like that. So it's dead easy nowadays. Track title is, I don't know what it'll be because that's what my AI's given me. It's given me a list. I haven't looked at it yet. It's on the other computer. Album title, well, obviously we know what that is. It's going to be SF. I'm going to put .5 because then I can write all this lot out. So as long as I put VOL volume 5, because that's what it's going to be, and know exactly it is. Number, it's going to be number track 1, dead easy. 2016, absolutely dead easy again, 2016. And the genre, I don't know what that could be. I'll figure that out when I get in there. Okay, so now I'm going to just let it go. It's going to do its little thing. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I mean, it's so easy to make these things. It really is. You don't have to go to a studio. You don't have to pay anyone. You don't have to do it all yourself. It's dead easy. You'll enjoy it, and you'll see the results. And also, you get royalties till the age of 70. Well, no, actually, you get 70 years of royalties, which is basically you get it every year. Or 4 times a year you get paid royalties, that's right, yeah. For your songs. What have I got? 235 songs registered at the moment. So let's have a look. So that's that. I immediately shut the thing down. Then it says here, now this is where people go wrong. Would you like to save your project? Well, no, because you've done it already, so you don't need to do that. If you save it, that's where you get confused. If you look on the left-hand side here, right at the top here, it's got me a little file that says MP3. Now, I haven't got the folder yet, so what I'm going to do is just make a quick folder. Dead easy. Right-hand click. Into new, into folder. Where you are? Come here. Into new, into folder. Just going to do that again then. So this is SF.volume 5. That's the album. This is going to be for the MP3, so I'm going to put it on there. That goes in there. And now if I click on that album, double click, there she is. I'm going to make it bigger so I can see it. I'm just going to make that bigger and all. I'm going to make this bigger so I can see it. So here we are. Dum, dum. View, extra large. I'm going to make extra large now. Probably don't need that large. Take it down to medium large. There you go. So there you go. That's exactly how it is. And that's all you have to do. There's nothing to it. So now is the next one. All I do is open up Audacity. You'll see in the right-hand side, that'll load up again. This is what I'm seeing here, so I can see all the levels and everything. And you see me here now, and then you see me here now. So there you go. What we got? Hi mate, can't hear anything but a muted mumble. Ah, okay. Hang on, let me just see where we are. Muted mumble. Right, so I need to look into my mixer, see where this muted mumble's coming from. So that's my output. That's my level there. There you go, let's see, is that any better? Is that a little bit more clearer? I'll have to turn that down a bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, hopefully that should be pretty good for you guys. Let's have a look. Keyboard, fine, just you're talking. I'm running through a little bit of a box of tricks here, so maybe it might be playing a little bit. It's also radio mics, so that has to talk. This has to talk to that. How's that then? Is that a little bit clearer, Kevin? Can you hear me now? What about Colin and Jay? Can you hear me okay? So anyway, no one's come back yet. So basically, yeah, what it is, it's all ready to go again. That's it. It's just, all I have to do is press R and we're ready. And over here, I just go back over here, I press registration 2. Don't even know what it's going to be like. Okay, we've got a trumpet there. Looks like we've got a brass on there and all, so if I hold the keys down harder, that brings in the brass. Okay, and also the strings are on the left. Back here, yeah. Is that on? I think the strings are in there somewhere. Nice sound. Yeah, okay, so press that one, that sets all that. I'm going to give it an intro before we start on this one. So that now, I've got flashing lights. That's telling me that the variation 1 is ready to go. It's also, it's got the LTR link on. So basically, as soon as you go from variation 1 to variation 2, all different instruments will come in on board. And it's also got auto fill-in. So if you go from variation 1 to variation 2, it will do a full auto fill-in to actually accompany it. Okay, let's see what we can do. I haven't a clue what I'm going to make, but it's all in my mind. But whatever I do, they are new songs and they're going to be registered and licensed and in my name. It's as easy as that. All right, so I have to just press R and we're off again. go, another one. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This has got a bit more of the spikes, so that's good. So I'm going to take this all the way back. Just going to take 2 seconds off the first section. We don't really need. Sometimes what I will do is I'll actually put a fade in and a fade out. If you use the intro on the keyboards, it'll usually fade in and fade out automatically on these. Sometimes if they don't, like some of the old ones, they didn't have that facility, so I just do it like that. It just gives that a nice, more professional touch like. Just going to quickly listen to that through my headphones. Lovely level, absolutely spot on. So that's it. Yeah, that's that one done. So that's track 2 finished. Yes, these will be next week on an album on BANDCAMP. If I can get the thing, it's took longer actually to get the license this time, and it's not really got through. I think what it is now is actually Spotify and all the other people are not actually accepting anything musical by AI. If it's all done by AI, now it's not being done. Because last week, there was over 10,000, I think over 150,000 they was getting every minute. And as I say, there's not many people that can license, and you're only going to have so many people in a studio that can license these things. So basically, everyone around the world usually sends all the music to PRS or MDI or MB, all the actual licensing people to license your music. And then, of course, you have to wait for it back till you get a USB code, or actually you can get some other codes like that you'll have to put in that to make that music identified, so people can find it and search it. So basically, if someone likes the music I'm doing and want to put it to a film, now they've got to go and search it. Or if I've got a UBM number, which I've got when I licensed it back over in PRS, and then basically they can find that, use it, and pay me the royalties. So it's a way of finding your music, actually. You've got to wait to do that. Never put an album out or your music without licensing it. License it in your own name. If you do it, license it in your own name. I always work with myself, so I've never had a problem. So everything is 100% straight back to me. And it's been very profitable over the years. So I'm never going to change the system. Only problem is that last week I did have a problem getting my music back. Normally it comes back very quick, within a day, 2 days, something like that. This time it's not actually come back yet. It's been registered, and I've seen it on my chart, and I've actually seen it on my 260 songs. That usually it goes on the chart first, and then you'll have the number at the back. Well, the number's not gone there, so it's not actually gone through that channel on PRS to actually get them numbers. Probably might come tomorrow, might come next day, I don't know. So basically, I won't release this music until I get them numbers, and I've basically said, this is my music, this is my song, they're my numbers, that's it, you know, no one else can have them. And I'm making new music completely off my head here, like that one. I don't know what it's going to be called. It will just have a word with me AI, it'll give me 10 lists of songs, and I'll pick the closest, and then we'll go with that. But what people are doing now with this stupid AI, with the music side, they're getting them to do all the music. Now I use it only just for doing my pictures, because I can't do very good pictures, and also do for my, well basically I'm dyslexic, so that's the problem. So words come to me backwards, which is bloody a pain in the arse. So, I mean, I wasn't like that in school, but back in the 70s, we wasn't recognised that. We was recognised as dunce, and then basically was put in our classes. So basically, that's why I couldn't get my electrical engineering certificates, because they wouldn't have anything to do with us when we was at school. So, there you go. when you were dyslexic, it wasn't recognised, so basically that was it, unfortunately. So I learned more when I went to night school after school, like. So I thought, no, I am going to make something of myself, even if you do think I'm sick. So yeah, never looked back, went to night school, got good in maths, good in a little bit English. I couldn't really get the English because I got dyslexic, so it's very tricky. But I have got the ability where I can play and imitate back whatever I hear, pick up music, and I've done all these tracks for 40. So there's over 400 or 500 songs. God, yeah, there's 10 tracks on each album. All on BANDCAMP. Check it out. Get over there. And this is how I do it. So this is track 2. I'm happy with that. Looks good. So now I want to export it to an MP3. I mean, tomorrow I'll just make another folder and then I'll export. I'll push them back into Audacity and then pull them back out again instantly, but as a WAV file, and then put them into the other folder. So basically, I've two folders for each album, and it's like all this. Let's see this now. Like these are all my albums on this on this thing. So I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to let's see. What I'm going to call that one? I don't know. We're just going to put a SF again. SF dot volume 5. Put a little dot at the end. You just made it a little bit different. If you put them exactly the same, what it'll do, it'll give you an option. It'll say that is the same file as what you got before. Would you like me to go over the top of it? Would you want to say no, because otherwise you'll lose it. You'll only get one file out of 2. Or basically you just say yes, I mean no, hang on a minute, would you like to, yeah, basically you can do it that way. So I will do this, is it going to come up? No, it ain't, that's good. So just put a little dot on the end, or put something a little bit that makes that file a little bit different to the last one. Okay, just going to fill this little section in. Always put my name in, which is always a good thing. That stops people from nicking your music. But yeah, I mean, AI, that's the problem. This week, AI has been hammering the licensing companies, because people now realise they can make 60 songs, or 6,000 songs, like, you know, just like that. And then what they do, they'll just send it straight off to fucking licensing companies. They're inundated, and they can't actually, you know, keep up with the proper artists like yourself, because basically we're just getting bombarded with things. But luckily enough, now they've all banned these AI. Anything that's AI, they're going to ban it. So hopefully I should be able to get my music licensed next week, or this week, or hopefully this week, yeah. It's took about a week. That's the longest it's actually took ever since I've been with them for 6 years. Track title, I don't know, we'll just put a dot. As long as you put a little dot on there, it's happy. Album title, well, obviously it's volume 5, so I know what it is. Track number's 2, we're on the 2nd track. Year is 2006. Genre, don't know, we're going to fix it later. Pop that in there. Off she goes. Bang, lovely, right. So I can just download that, say no, and there she is. So top corner, grab hold of it, and you pull it over, put it into folder, double click, and there's my 2nd song. Just like that. And then instantly we just press that, and I start up Audacity again on my master screen, and I'm ready to do this 3rd song. Hey Clive, how you doing, mate? All right? I'm on my 5th album now. We're doing it with the PSR 2001, which sounds absolutely fantastic. As well as this one, this baby here, like. But we're doing that one next week. Okay, so, I mean, did you have a chance to listen to my album? It's on BANDCAMP, the new one I did last week. I did it live on Facebook, and I hadn't changed anything. All I did, basically, was wait until it come back for licensing. It's nearly there, it's not quite there, but I have actually let it go this time. But I've got the mastered codes anyway, so I'm all right on that. Okay, so I'm ready to go again. I'm just going to see what's on the registration of number 3. We don't know, it's straight from factory. I did it straight from a factory settings. All I did was do factory reset before I started. I actually just tuned down from 440 down to 432, so I've got my frequency. Now we've got some sort of... So we've got tenor sax on the top. We've got a brass combo on the layers. And we've got a bright piano on here. On the brass, I've got... Okay. Okay. Interesting. So we got some brassy effects on there. This one's called New Bank, so it could be anything. Let's see what we got then, shall we? We'll start off on the first main, and we'll start off on the intro. And then we'll start here. Yep, happy with that. Sounding good for the headphones, so I should say it would sound good again. Let's just go in there. We're going to take that one on the back, and then we'll take 2 seconds off the front. Okay, let's have a quick listen to that through my headphones. Sounds good, sounds good. Perfect. Yeah. When you listen to it through headphones, because everything's all straight through there to the mixer sorts everything out there. If there's any power that's a lot higher notes coming in, it levels it all off with the mixers. We've also got graphic in there that balances everything off. An auto feedback system which stops any distortion or distraction or feedback. Straight into the computer, comes out A1. And that's it, I'm happy with that one. That's another track done. So let's just export that to an MP3. We'll go back. Okay, volume 5. Put a little dot, 2 dots in. Anything that distinguishes the same, there'll be two files together, and then when you come to try and look for things, you won't find them. So it's always best to just put these little dots in there. They don't make no sense at the moment, but of course you can make them better once you get in there. This is just taking the actual raw stuff to actually get the songs sorted out. It's done, it's finished, but it's all just putting the word in and the tags and the meta tags and things like that. Right, just put my name in, I think. Okay, that's that. Title, well, we'll figure that one out because my AI sorted that one for me. So the volume dot 5 makes that different. Then it's track 3, 2026. See, the daftest thing about it is if you was in an agency or signed to contract to a label or something, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. They'd stop me doing this. All they'd want you is one album a year. That's all we want, one album a year. It's so frustrating because musicians want to just keep going. We want to make music. We want to make new music. But they won't let you do that. They might release them when you're dead. Oh, yes, we found this. Oh, yes, we found that while he was alive. Yeah, while he was alive, we did. Yeah, loads of bollocks. So, yeah, I won't be signing to a label. No way. I've had options. I nearly got signed 2 or 3 times but no, I'm not going to do it. No way. Not when you know what the music business is like through a lot of friends that are around the world that tell you what it's like. You think they're happy, you think they look good and all that, and they're nice and all that, but they're not happy. They wish they'd never signed because you're never paying it back. It's the biggest con out ever, unfortunately. So once you sign that contract, you've signed your life away, mate. Don't do it. Being independent like me, I can do what I want. I can sell my music anywhere. I can. Yeah, I'm my own boss. That's the good thing about it. Right, so that's that. I'm happy with that. So let's just take that one down. And then now we go into here, grab that one, put it into this folder here, hit in, double click, and now we should have 3 songs. There you go, 3 songs, job done. Back we go, and we go open up with Audacity, and we're ready for track 4. Can you hear me all right now? A little bit better, a little bit clearer. Okay. They're nipping my ears, they are, those headphones. It's actually the hat that's nipping my ears. The headphones ain't. I've got these infrared headphones on, then they don't interfere with the actual things. I've got VHS microphone system. And then if you've got infrared headphones, which are the top-of-the-range Sony jobs, has like a base station that you sort of put it on there and it's charged at the batteries. It doesn't interfere. And if you had basically the same frequency, you're doing it right all game. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's go see what's on track 4 then. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the registration for 4. Oh. This could be fun. It says oxygen. Oh, I know what that could be. But we won't be doing that. I will start off on variation 1. So we've got a brass, we've got a, I don't know what beat we got, we're going to find that in a minute. So it's all a challenge. This is what I like. I just see what the factory set. Level's okay. So let's have a look what's on the pads. Interesting. Interesting. I see. Okay, so we've got bass trumpet there. We've got a muted one on here. A piano here. Okay, let's see what we got then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit that one there. It says Oxygen Insomnia is the layer on there. That's Insomnia. That's the pad. That one's the atmosphere. So, let's see, take that one there, take that one there. Come out of that one. We've got a crystal on the pads. So, I don't know what we got here. Let's just see where we're going to go then. So, see what the beat is. So we're going to start off on an intro, and I'm also going to start off on the main A. And here we go then. Something not right here. Let me think. So what happened there? We went on 4. Lost my synthesizer. Interesting. So I haven't really changed the actual beat. What's going on here? I would like a different beat. I think for that, if we're going to use synthesizers, we need to do something like a pop. It needs to be something like a, well, not quite Jean-Michel Jarre, but very close to Jean-Michel Jarre, I would say. So I'm just going to go through here, see what we got. I know that's recording, but that's not a problem. I can redo that again. Just not happy with that sound. Well, I did say I was doing it with registration 4, so I suppose we better carry on. So I'm going to come out of that one. That sounds good to me. It's okay, so we'll go from there. Right, so we start off with an intro. I can redo this again, that's not a problem. Switch them off. Ding. No. Go back again, start her off. Yeah, you can't really put a brass beat to a synthesizer sound. I mean, it's good, but it just don't seem to cut the mustard. Right, so let's just see what we got. there's another. Okay. Delete that bit. Going right to the front. 2 seconds off. Delete that bit. Okay, let's have a quick listen to the headphones. Nice. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Lovely. Bit of Bon Jovi stuff in there. Okay, happy with that? Yeah. I don't think we need to enhance. Oh, no, might enhance that section. Let's have a look. Where's it gone? Oh, I lost that. You idiot, you ain't lost that, have you? Yes, I've lost that. Pressed the wrong button. Never mind. We can always do that one again. That's easy enough. Just ready to go. Record. better one, I think. Okay, let's do that again without pressing the wrong button. Delete that section there, go all the way back there. Delete the first 2 seconds. Now, looking at this one, I wanted to enhance it, didn't I? Because it did seem a little bit level, that one. So what I am going to do is I'm going to bring this a little bit to the... I'm going to squash it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually squashing it all together so I can see all of the tracks. So I know that went 6 minutes, which is quite long, actually. So what I am going to do is highlight all that section there from here. So you basically click the button and you pull it along here till you highlight it yellow, white. I think about here would do nicely. Very, very sensitive, this damn wheel is. There. Okay, now we're going to the effects. We're going to amplify it probably by a couple of decibels. Let's say about 3 there. I'm going to take that back down a little bit. Let's just have a quick listen through my headphones. Wow, that's a bit too much. Okay, so I'm going to take this slider down a touch. I don't really want to amplify it too much. I probably want to do 1.2. I think just let's see what them. That's brought it up a little bit, but not too much. So that will enhance the sound a bit, quality a bit better and a bit more punchy, but not over the top. See these? I don't know if you can see these, but if they touch the side, then it distorts your speakers. So you've got to try and get the nice middle that you don't want to get them to touch the sides, but you've got to take them as high as you can. So that's good. I'm happy with that. That looks good to me. I'm going to go all the way front. Have a quick listen to that section now that I've changed. Perfect, yeah. The feedback kicked in there, so basically if there's any too much power, then it would level itself back down to a nice level. Oh, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's number 4 done. Export. Just don't get it wrong this time. The volume 5, and then we'll put a few dots in between there so it doesn't recognise it as the same sort of file. Put in the little meta tags. The thing that a lot of people don't do, they don't fill in these bits, and then they wonder why they don't get their royalties, because no one can find the music. Nope. So there you go. Track. Track title, could be anything, just going to put a dot there. Track album, we'll just put volume 5, dot. Track number is obviously 4, and the year is obviously 2026. Genre, I don't know. Figure that one out when I get there. By filling these little sections in, it makes it easy for you to find your music on the World Wide Web, as they call it, because it goes on meta tags. Okay, so put that down. Do you want to save it? Nope. Do you want to grab it? Yeah. Put it in there, pop it in there. Double click. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 songs already done. So, how are we doing, guys? Is the sound coming through all right this time? Hey, Neil. How you doing, mate? Nielsen, that's it, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I've got your free screens tonight to play with. What I've got, basically, I look at the top left-hand side, top right-hand side, and obviously you've got the camera over there, and then I've got the camera on top the roof looking down on the one I'm doing at the moment. There's the top keyboard there, that's the one we're doing tonight. And I hope you had a chance to listen to my BANDCAMP. That was the one we did last night. All the songs we did, last week, all the songs we did last week are on that album. And then the week before are on that album, and the week before was on that album. Oh dear. Kevin says he couldn't hear me, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now. I'll change the actual thing. It goes into this little box here, and you've got a little bit of preamp control, and it does a few tricks. it's the good stuff. So yeah, I can control that bit, and I can hear the difference back through my headphones. So right, and also we've got no cable, so I can walk around in the studio, which is a lot easier. So hopefully, I can go straight back to the other one there. So yeah, so what you're watching at the moment is the top bit is the camera across there. The camera is on top of the roof, looking down on my keyboard, and you're seeing exactly what I see on the right-hand side, which is what I see on the computer. So when it goes to the Audacity, then you'll see me recording. So I double-click on that. I've done 4 tracks already. I'm going to do 5. What's 5, wasn't it, or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. We're ready to do 5. And what I'm doing is just taking what this Yamaha PSR 2100 has got in its memory for from it left the factory, because I did a factory reset and then just tuned it to, instead of 440, tuned it back down to 432, which is the frequency I play in anyway. This is all set. I can just press R on the keyboard, that'll record it. Everything else is fine. I'm just going to see what's on number 5. Okay. Looks like that was not working when he sold it to me. Oh well, never mind. I don't usually bother with those things anyway. Okay. So what we'll do is go on number 6 then. That's quite nice. Okay, so let's see what we got. So going full intro, we're going to intro 1 on the intro, and we're going to do the flashing lights. Company's on, the auto's on, the OCT is on, the layer's on, and also the left hand is on. So let's see what we got then. sounded right to me. Okay, take them two sections off the front and go down to the front. Take them two sections off there. Okay, looks good to me, nice spikes. Probably need to give it a little bit of enhancement, but I'll see what it's like from your headphones. Let's have a look. Good level, good level. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything with that. That's finished. Job done. Next one. So let's have a look. Export that. I'd save a sound engineer a fortune, wouldn't I? Let's have a look. So I'm going to call that volume 5. A few more dots in there, just so it don't distinguish for the same other file. And here we're just going to put the wording in. Doesn't have to be anything really, because I can just do the odd bits and bobs tomorrow once I've got all the information together. My AI has sorted out the trackings. Well, it's just basically pick the track. Could be anything. I don't know what it is. I haven't looked at it. I'll just figure out what best track goes with what. It's already done the description of the track, so that's good. And it's also done the meta tags, which basically has done half the thing that makes the search engine finds itself. Right, so track list, what's that track listing? I'll just put some dots, just fill something in. Title, obviously put volume 5, because that's the album. This is track 5. I think it's track 5. Track 5? Track 6. What did I do? I wanted 6, didn't I? I wanted 5, but I went to 6, so obviously it's track 6. Yeah, for some reason the registration on there didn't light up, so that might be a little bit of a fault, but never mind. If it's a fault, it's a fault. It doesn't matter. I don't use the registrations anyway, usually. Being a play-by-ear, I'm just a conductor and press buttons and bring things in and that like, so it's all done manually, as we call it. That seems to be a strange name nowadays. Manually with this auto, this and auto, that auto, and God knows what. I don't bother with them things. Just fill in this section in here. 2026. Genre could be anything. Happy with that. There you go. This is track number 5. So we're not far off from now, actually. 7, 8, 9, 10. Got another 5 to go. And you're awake. You're here with the journey, listening to me in real time, all my fans. So next week, this album will be out. So what you're hearing now is nothing going to be changed. It'll just basically go straight on ambient BANDCAMP. And basically, it's not mucked about with. It's not been auto this, auto that, or anything else. It's just manual, because that's the way I like to work. You've seen how I do my stuff, and that's it. That's how I record. That's how I make an album at the end of the week. Oh, yeah, very close to it. About 2 days I got it down to now, if I really want. So, let me think. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It did sound all right to me. It sounded okay. So I can actually take that down now. And now we will, if I've got everything right, there it is. There's the folder. Bring him down, put him in the file, put him in the folder there. And hopefully we should have 5 songs. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. Perfect. So now all I do is shut that one down. Open Audacity up again. It's always best to shut Audacity down and open it back again, because then you've got more power to run software, and it don't give you any problems then. So we're ready to go again then. So let's have a look. This one's now going to be that registration. So what we got on this? A pop brass. We've got a brass combo, and we've got strings in there somewhere. And also we got, what we got? Oh, okay. Nice. What beat we got? We got. Interesting. We could have that on a swing house. That's interesting. Wow, I like that. This is going to be cool. Okay, let's see what comes about then, shall we? Could be anything. Let's see what the intro's on. Okay, here we go. love it. Yeah, that fitted pretty well, that could. Okay, don't think you have to do much with that. Let's have a look. Sounding good to the headphones anyway. They got some nice shots. Let's just squash that together so we can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's not too bad. You can see that. You see that that's just in the range there. It's not too much. If it's touching these sides, it's gonna muffle the speakers. So it's within the range limits. I'm just gonna have a quick listen to that. I'm gonna take it all the way back. Sounds good. Got some good effects in there. What's the layers like? I know they came in about here. Yeah. I like that. Nice. That's another one. Perfect. I like that. Okay, so let's get that one done then. Right, so we're gonna export it. MP3 first. I'll stick him about there. So it's going to be a volume 5. And store it there. I'm going to fill in the bits and bobs here. Okay, I did like that one. That was good. I enjoyed that one actually. You never know what these things are going to throw at you, whatever the factory set at the time. So let's have a look. Tracks. I don't know. We'll see what my AI comes up with that one. It's got to be a bit more lively on that one, isn't it? That's the album, which is volume 5. Track number is 6, yeah. Year is 2026. That's it. Store that one. Off it goes. There. Hope you're enjoying it, guys. Then you can see in the first hand of how you actually record music in the studio without mucking about with it. And I don't have one of them things where you have little bits like there, 3 seconds here, 3 seconds there, and then you put that bit together there, and then you put this bit over there, and then that bit fits on. Sod that, I want to play it. I could go in any pub or anything and just play a keyboard, any piano and that, just like that. That's the ability, the difference. Instead of having to have music, figure out what you're doing, set it up, switch it on. Oh, bugger that. I'll do my head in that. Some people spend 3 or 4 hours trying to get one sound. It's in there, just use that. That's what I do. I mean, I just use what's in there. I mean, it's like a menu. Just pick your menu, what you want. Never had a problem. Never had a problem. And obviously, it's been set by high-quality machines, so you know you don't need to tip and faff around with it. And no one's going to thank you for it. So all you're doing is wasting your time, I reckon. So it's just not worth it. No. Okay, do you want to save that? Nope. There she is. Bring her down, pop her in there, double click, and we got 5. Brilliant. And I can always listen to them, but you guys can't, because it's obviously listening straight back through the monitor of the mixer. So I'm listening to first hand what's coming through here, and also I'm listening to back there. So unfortunately, it's not going through the air. But yeah, you'll hear it next week. That album I did this week. Last week I did. I didn't change anything. All I did was basically wait for the freaking PRS to come back with my license. I could have had that up and running in 2 days. But with the AI chucking all music in left, right and centre to these licensing companies, it's slowing the job down to a proper musician like myself trying to license me stuff. And it's rather annoying, but it's not too bad. I can bang these things out quite quick. So that's 6, there's 7. Now let's have a look what we got on 7. It does like the brass, doesn't it? Yamaha do like brass for some reason. Okay, well, okay, let's go on number 7 then, see what we've got on the beat. No, we haven't got that one. Interesting. Bit more of a lively set there, the looks of it. Never heard of that beat before. Swing house, apparently. Let's go into another dance one. No, what we'll do is what's a house musk? House musk. That looks fun. It's about bloody same. Okay, let's change something then. Dream dance. Okay, what's on the pads? About the bleeding same, but sounds of it. Okay, I'll start off with that, I think. So we'll go for a full intro on that one, full variation 1. We're starting off with a keyboard on there. Piano mainly, then we got a layered verse, then we've got left hand, we've got a wave. And we've got a DJ set on here. See what we'll make of this then. Right. That's another one. Nearly I love my game. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 seconds off that. No, actually, we're going to take 1 second off there because that fades out right quickly. So I'll just lock that one there. Bring that back to there. Take 2 seconds off this section here. Okay, now the difference here, we've got a little bit of a. If I bring that one in, I don't know if you see it. Actually, it's not too bad. It's leveled out quite well because you can see it starts off low on the left-hand side, and then it goes up and up and up and up, and then goes back down again. So that's a nice level all the way around. And as you can see, these ain't touching the side, so that's going to be just about right. We're just going to have a quick listen to this. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That really sounds good for these headphones. Just like a top quality studio, that unbelievable. So clear. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's good. So that can go through then. Export that as an MP3. Let's see, we're going to V volume 5. Bing. Okay, then we just fill in this section here. We'll have this done in no time. It doesn't matter what I put any in there because I've got to put it all in detail later anyway. So that's album track. Don't know. Volume 5. Track number 7, are we? 7, probably 7. Yeah, 2000. I can change all this later anyway, it's not a problem. Off we go. Yeah. Lovely. It's coming along nicely, that. I mean, this will be the 5th album, so that'll be over 50 songs I've done within about, let me think, 1, 2, less than a month. My God. That's not bad going, is it? Agents will be clawing after me now with all the new music I'm making, but, you know. But I won't be signing anyone, so don't get that idea. So, right, okay, so that's that. That's looking good. Yep, I can chuck that away now, so I've got that stored. Don't need to do that. There she is. Come back down, pop you in there, double click on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, 6 tracks. I don't think I want that one because that's just a. No, that's. I don't need that. Just get rid of that one because that's just copied itself. Okay, should have 6 tracks in here still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's good. Okay, let's look into track 7 then. So, okay. So, what have we got? Is it going to be another Ibiza thing, something or other, or Latin Cuba? I like that, okay. Okay, a few things there to play with. And we've also got the layers, and we've also got the left hand, so let's just see what we set on. We've got a flute. And then we've got a tin flute. And we also, that's layered onto the flute. And then we've also got a jazz chorus on the left. samba on the king. And we've also got a Club Latin's the style. Okay, I think we're about ready to go then. I'll just bring Audacity back up. How's it going, guys? All right? Lovely. Okie dokie, what's that? Can't hear anything but a distant mute. Oh, hang on then, let me just see if I can monitor this. Okay, I can just about hear it. I have to turn the volume right up though. That's weird. All right, turn the volume up on here a bit. There you go. Don't want to get too loud on my headphones though, so I've got to bring them down there. So my headphones are there, bring that down to this. Okay. Right. So there you go, mate. Hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, yes, it's quite loud, isn't it? So I'm going to bring my headphones again down again, and then bring the volume up here, so hopefully you can hear that, what I'm talking to. I can hear myself, I must admit, but it is very, very quiet, so hopefully that's adjusted the volume for you, Kevin. I don't know if anyone else is having a problem with the sound volume. Let me know. Okay, we're ready to go here. Yeah, that looks good. Here we go, press R. That was a lively one, wasn't it? Let's see how she's come out. To put that one there. Go over here. Okay, so we're gonna see what that sounds like. Sounds all right for the moment. Hope that's not too loud for you now. Okay, I'll turn the thing down a touch. That sounds all right to me. Well, that sounds good to me. Nice and clear and everything. It's hard to tell sometimes when you're listening through the headphones, but yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Very, very good. Okay, so now I've got to store that, get that back into a level so I can see what we're looking at. So, yeah, started off there. The loudest point is here, so I'm just going to see what that sounds. I hope it's not touching the sides, otherwise them levels at the top there will go into the red, so I don't want them. It's close. Okay, it's close, but it's not too bad. It's holding on to itself. Those in the yellows and the greens, so as long as you keep them in the yellows and the greens, that's not too bad. But if it goes into the red a long time, then you'll find out that when people listen to it on your speaker, it'll buffle up the speaker. So it's not very good quality, that ain't when it does that. But my feedback system levels that off anyway, so if any big noise comes in, it'll just kill it straight away and level it to a certain level, which is acceptable. Yeah, happy with that. That's good. Let's just export that. MP3. Yeah, we're getting through them now, aren't we? Okay, so now then, that's that. Artist title is, well, it's going to be anything. I'll just put Could be anything, I'll just do that later. The album is volume 5, because that can all be written later. Track number is, I'm taking it's 8, could be 8, could be 7, not quite sure, I'll look in a minute. Year, obviously put the year in, that might be the experience. Yeah, okay. I had to laugh actually today because I had an email actually a week ago actually, of the Bourne festival wanted me to come and play there. I said, well, I filled it in for the last 3 years and I haven't heard anything. So I says, you've got someone in your company that don't like me. So I says, I got back to you within the first week you asking me. And I've done it for the last 3 years. So I say you can stick it this year. I'm not bothering because I'm wasting my time. So I won't be doing the Bourne Festival, sorry. Loads of people keep asking me. I said, well, if they send me a form, I'll fill it. But there's someone in there that don't like me or something because I've sent it back the last 3 years. February, they want all the things. March, April, May, something like that. They like it when you get back to the latest. I've always sent it back with the first week, done it the last 3 years, heard nothing back. So if that's what you think of me, fine. Obviously, a lot of people don't. They'd like it, but you're the person that's in charge, so I don't know. You're the person that ticks the spots and that. So, oh well, never mind. There's no skin off my back. I just said, I'll do it if you really want. But it's waste of time filling the form if you're not going to hear anything back. I don't bother with that. Yeah, happy with that. That looked good. I'm just going to stick that down there. Okay, so there she is. Pop that one into that one. Oops, hang on. What's happening here? So let's look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this has obviously got an issue with it, so I've got to change that name, otherwise it won't recognise it. So I've got volume 5. I'm just going to put a few more dots on the end, just to make it different to that file. Now bring that file in, put it over the top of there, that puts it into the file. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven tracks, excellent. So we can start the 8th track then. Bring Audacity up, bump. There you go. Are you hearing me okay now? I'm hearing myself, I know that. Okay, let's see what's on the last one. Oh dear, we've still got them trumpets, haven't we? Let's see, if we go into the registration memory. So if we go out to that one. So we've got 8 registrations on here. It looks like it doesn't loop, so that is just the 8. Okay, so I'm going to have to make my own then on this one. So we've only got 8 registrations on there. I know what we got on here. We got treble on them, haven't we? Because we bank them over. So I don't think we ain't got a banker over on this one. It's just got the actual registrations, but it doesn't got a bank loop. And that what that would be is like you'd be 8 tracks there, and you can loop it up to 10, but you can't do that obviously because this one ain't do it. It's only got just basically 10 memories. Not to worry, I will look into my music finder and just see what we can find in there. In actual fact, that won't be a good idea because if I did that. I don't know if I'll just whiz that round a bit. It's quite nice actually. Alright, let's see what the beat is. Okay, and what we got onto the other one then? What's on the pads? Pretty explainable. Okay, bit of a challenge. Let's do an intro there and we'll start. Yep, I think that's good enough. That's that one all the way to the front. Sounding good through the headphones. Let's see what the final mix sounds like. Yeah, sounds good. I like it. Good, that's enough. That's good enough for that one. So we'll, oops, don't delete it yet, idiot. Come back. Getting ahead of myself. Nearly deleted that one. Okay, so import that one and we'll export that one to an MP3. Yeah, don't need to do anything with that. The sides just look about right on that. Okay, volume 5. And then we put this lot in. Of course, I'll just put the mix saves time. Track could be and the title obviously is just put anything at the moment. 8. Yeah, 2000. I'll get this bit right, otherwise it will have a job finding itself. You can get away with most things. Yeah, just have an Audacity in the office, that's one in the other room. And then you can put all the fine-tuning things there when you're relaxing with a drink and a chocolate and a biscuit and a packet of crisps and stuff like that. Okay, so happy with this. This looks good and it sounded good. So now I should have a file on the top left-hand corner. There we go. And we bring that one into the folder. Hang on. Okay, so it's telling me that it's seen that one before. Obviously, it needs a few more dots on the end because it doesn't. It's saying, hang on a minute, I've seen this file before. No, you haven't. It's a new one, but I'm going to put a few dots on the end just so it confuses you a bit more. And then you'll put it back in the file. Otherwise, you'll just say, no, you've already got another one there. Okay, needs more dots. Okay, I'll put an exclamation or something. You just got to make it different. I mean, these things can be sorted out later, it's not a problem. So double click on there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. 9, 10, 2 more, and we got an album. Right, so let's go find something else. Let's go find something else. Go into the search finder, do a bit of randomizing, random searching. Just random searching. It's always good to just random search. Something like that. Enter it. Okay, what do we got then? So. That's nice. What we got in the pads? Okay, Royal Albert Hall stuff. Fine. Flute. Pinal. Okay, so we also got the loops and we've also got the layers. We'll start off with the 1. Let's just see what the beat is. A waltz. Okay, that's going to be a challenge. Okay, nope, I'm up for it. Right, here we go. Let's just get that down there. And we'll start off Audacity. And that's all there is to it. Nothing to it. That easy. How are we doing? Is it coming through all right, you guys? It's not too bad. The voice is okay now, is it, Kevin? I'm hearing myself all right anyway. Okay, we're going to press record and off we go. sounding good through the headphones. Okay, let's see if this transfers itself to here, all the way forward, take 3 seconds off the front, looks like. Do we need to go into full, no, it looks pretty good to me. Let's just quick listen. Whoa, maybe I'll do a full fading on that one. I think that just jumps out at me a little bit too hard. So I'm going to do a quick fade in there, change the curve. I'm also, just this section here seemed a bit loud, so let's just have a quick listen to that. That's better. That's better. That's now everything's leveled and that, but that just pounded straight in there because I think I missed the actual intro. I didn't quite get the intro, and I had to just start it off. I didn't have the synchro on. Synchro basically is the key waits for you to press a key, and then when it starts the rhythm off, if you put it on synchro, I thought I put it on synchro, I didn't. So now I had to press this play, and then all of a sudden everything comes in straight in instead of blends in. So not a problem, we've just recapped that there, and that's smooth. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's just pull the stuff together, have a look at it. She's not too bad. Left and right channels spot on. It's all a mirror image. As long as it's a mirror image, you're okay. So that's okay because all these are coming out the headphone socket. They're not coming out the ones with the back or the left and all right. They are coming out the headphones. So headphones into so this headphone socket one comes out here into the microphone socket on this one. So I've got control of the microphone socket, so I'll make some different weird noises and that. So them two are running on one channel, so that comes all the way up, goes into one channel. All these have got their own channels, so you can see it's all in the headphone sockets. And the reason to do that is because it comes out in stereo. Same here, I've got it in the headphone socket, and it all comes out in stereo. That's what produces that two lines, because you've got left and right. And of course, whatever you hear on a keyboard, which is all leveled out, the sounds and everything are all leveled out here, so we don't have to do multi-tracks and things like that. It's just record, play, and that's it. Well, record, play the thing, and then stop, and you got it. I'm looking where I am now. That looks good, that looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll let that go. So we are going to export it as an MP3. We are going to give that name VRL5. Put a few things in there so don't come back and say you've already got that one. There we go. Let's go to the next line. Excellent. France. Oh, well, I know who I am. Next title there. That's not too bad. You can explain. Here, that's number 9, track 9, year is 2000. Got 27, 26, don't got that yet. Right, okay, so we click on there, and that's gone. Lovely. And that's all there is to it, guys. It's as simple as that. That's how I make my albums. Lots of fans have been saying, how do you do it? I says, well, go on Facebook live, Saturday night. I'm in my home studio. I'll show you. Makes me laugh. A lot of musicians will charge for all that. Oh, yeah, so-and-so a month like to hear me do exactly the same thing I'm doing tonight. Showing you exactly how I make my music. Or answer questions or things like that. Right. No, I don't believe in charging people. It's ridiculous. Speech is nothing. It doesn't cost anything to speak to anyone. Yep, close that. So here she is. She's up here. Boom, boom, bring it down there. Let go. Double click. There she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, one more to go. Okay, so this is the album that's going to be on for next week, and nothing's going to be changed. Exactly what you heard tonight is going to be there. It'll have a new name, and it'll be registered in my name. And you get all the royalties from then on. So let's have a look. You won't find me on Spotify or any streaming sites. I am on BANDCAMP, but there again, what I do is for one album, I put one track. So I say, this is what I've got on this album. Come over to BANDCAMP if you want to have a listen to the rest. And then you get a choice of buying the album, putting it on your BANDCAMP player, or app as we call it nowadays. Or you have a link there that can go on to another website which makes CDs and vinyls, and they ship them straight to you. The good thing about I like this company is because I don't have to have 1,000 minimum to actually start the press rolling. They make them out of fibre optic machinery, and it's basically a brand new album you've got made out of special plastic, which is very close to vinyl. No chemicals are involved or anything, it's just vinyl, or a plastic as they call it, plastic sort of thing. And it sounds miles clearer than vinyl, I must admit. I didn't think it would, but it does, it really sounds fantastic. Right, where are we? Yeah, yakking again, Steve. So I should have 9 in there, yep, okay, so let's fire it up for the last one. So here we go, Audacity. And anyone can do this, it's dead easy. This is it, just put your Audacity. All you do is put your headphone socket into your mixer onto your computer, and if you've got a USB out of your mixer, that's even better because you don't have to faff around trying to find an input for your computer. So I would say get a USB mixer, and then you just put your USB into your computer, bang up your Audacity, which is a free software off Google Play, I think it is. Download it, and you've got it. Job done. Okay, I'm going to see what I can find. So Music Finder, I'm just going to pick something. Enter. What's that? This could be fun. Okay, so what do we got on here? Okay. Okay, got some drummy things there. And what beat? Ah, nice. Okay, so let's see. Start off with that one. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So we'll fire up the intro, we'll fire up there, and we'll put it on synchro. Actually, we won't bother on synchro because we should be able to just jump in. Put a rhythm on the bottom, put a layer on the top, a layer on the bottom. And we'll put a layer on the back. Like it. Okay. Okay, we've got the pads, got the rhythm. Okay, we'll go with it. So we want this on synchro start. That sounds like. Bit of dire straits in there. But we don't want to be doing that because otherwise we get copyrights. That's what anything. If I play anyone else's, they'll copyright me. But if I play my own stuff, then it's even better. And the best thing is if you make your own stuff, then, oh yeah, YouTube will probably say, that's Steve Francis' song. I'd say, yes, and I'm Steve Francis. Well done. Here we go then. Perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now try and plan gets it together. Okay, so right now what we have to do, we just whiz that back there. We just go on 2 seconds into the front, fill up that there. Here, it jumps straight at you again. I'm just looking at the way this does this. Okay, it's nice, but I think I'm going to fade that little section in there. Just give that not too much of a bite straight into your ear. So we're going to fade this one in. And you can see now it's just gone into a nice little point, so that's going to come in nice and gently, that is. Yeah, that's good. Not too much. I'm happy with that. Okay, so that goes there. What we'll do is go all the way back there. Looking at the level, it's not too bad. I'm just going to bring them tight together. Yeah, that's tight, but it's not too bad, and it's a good 4 minutes. It's over the 3-minute cycle, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Happy with that? Yep. Okay. So what I'll do is I will export that one. Boom. That's it. Fill in the various little things that we need to fill in. Bing. Fill in these little sections. Oh, I'm getting bored now. Fill in that bit. Fill in that bit. There you go, and put the old date in, I can bother. Put the date in, yeah, put the date. There you go, right, so that's it, that's got it over there. So now I've got the main thing, I've got the main sort of, I suppose you call it the basics, what I need really, 6 music, 10 tracks. You tell them dyslexic, can't you? 10 tracks. Put that down there, pop that in there. There she's up there, bring that down in there, pop it in there, double click on there, and there you go. 10 tracks, the album. So there, basically, that's music, okay? My AI's give me some 10 descriptions of 10 songs out the blue. Could be anything, I don't know till I have a look at it. I'll try and match these songs with whatever it's given me. Then it'll give me a description of each song. It's already given me the best tags and search engine for people to find things for them songs. It'll give me a description for the album, and it'll do all photos for me. So basically the singles, if you go onto BANDCAMP and then you listen to the top bit on BANDCAMP, you click on there to listen to that. That will keep looping through to the album as long as you go. But if you go to the lower and you pick a single out of the out of an album, it will actually, if people have done the actual time and actually done it, it will, like myself, I give you a picture and also a description of that track. So I'll go into a little bit detail, but there again, I've got my AI to help me anyways. Yeah, we'll make a photo again, probably the same sort of thing, keeping the same sort of thing there, but probably a little bit different. Probably, I don't know, a different sort of pattern in there. It's given me a speckle pattern this time. We did try a picture of me, but it made me look weird. So I didn't bother with that one anymore. I just picked up, that same picture looks good actually, and I'm just going to keep that as for all the actual albums. And then of course if people buy it, they'll see that that is the right, if you wanted a full copy of the albums, like so say you wanted a group, no, what is it, a collection of all of them albums, they're all together then, they're all the same, you see. So, why don't we do some music then? So now I've got it all there, it's all done, it's ready to go. I'll just keep that there. What I will do is I'll grab my MP3, put it on there, and then put it into Audacity later on today, whatever it is. We'll go from there. And next week, we're doing this one. And then the ones upstairs, the one downstairs, what I'll have to do for those is I think I'll have to I'll have to find a way of doing it. I can do it through the headphone socket. So I can record it from the Tyrus straight away, so I can make an album from that. That's easy enough. Still getting used to this one. Wow, that's some power on that thing. There you go. 3 screens. How many more screens going to get in here now? So I think I'll leave it as this. Let me just fire this one back to where I monitor everything. There you go. I'm seeing exactly the same thing as what you are, guys, now. So thanks for joining us. I hope you had a fantastic time in this little journey to build the album for next week. So I've just got to do a little bit of work, and then Monday I've got to get that thing off over to PRS, and that'll be another one done. Somebody did want a song playing, so I'm going to try that one again, try that one out for you tomorrow on the Tyrus downstairs, and see how we go on that one. I'll listen to it a couple of times and record it in my head. Find a beat, and I should be away. So, anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. Clive, Jamie, Nelson, Kevin, Colin, and Jake, and all you guys. Hope we ain't kept you all night. I know a different time scale all around the world, but take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.